What's going on YouTube? It's Donnie Day. It's a what wolf knives kind of. It's a Jack Wolf knives kind of day. Oh, so this is a new knife from them. This is the Mini Cyborg Jack. Now, normally when I hear the word mini when talking about a knife, I automatically go, oh, spaghetti. Oh, it's not going to fit my hand. It's going to be too small. I'm not going to like it. This actually fits in the hand. It's a mini that fits in the hand. So here's the deal with this knife. Oh, I'm just checking out this artwork, man. It's got like a RoboCop thing going on there with the little wolf. That's pretty badass. So these drop this Friday, the 17th, May 17th at 2 p.m. So that's Eastern time. So get ready to jump on the website. And what I'm going to do is in this video down below, he's got a list of his people, his like suppliers, you know what I mean? And what I'm going to do is I am going to put that list down there. So at 2 o'clock on May 17th, this Friday, you can hit that link and it will bring you up all his vendors basically to where you can pick one of these up. And I have to say, I've been playing with it. It's super nice. Super nice. I just pulled up the different variations he has. And what I want to do is I want to show you a picture first and then I will explain them all to you. Really super cool. Hold on. So this is the one I'm about to show you. It's, what is it? I think it's fat carbon orange. Or there's a different name for it, which I will find out. Then there is that crazy looking, almost tie-dye, lava flow pink looking one. And then it looks like a titanium version. And at this point, I'm just guessing on what they are. But I'll read them. And then you have a couple of fat carbon jobs right there. You got that fat carbon gray and that fat carbon green with purple. So you have some really, really cool choices, but we're going to get into those. Hold on. All right, so let's get into what they're actually called. So this one in my hand, this is the Mini Cyborg Jack in fat carbon dark matter orange. Wait till I bring it in the sun. You'll be able to probably see the orange a little better, but that's crazy cool. That is crazy cool. And what's even cooler is that this happens to be my favorite pattern of the bunch, so I'm really glad it's in my hands. So the one that was gray fat carbon is called White Marble CF Blast and Tumble. That's gorgeous. He had the one with the purple screws that was all titanium. Is all titanium. It's titanium smooth hand satin. Then there is the chaotic resin hand satin. That's the one with the green and the purple. Then there is this one. And then there is you guys falling down. Well, let's correct that real quick. And then the pink one is a Kieranite, and it's called Cosmic Pink DLC. DLC being the black coated blade. Jack Wolf knives. I mean, hello. These things are always beautiful. So let's get all the specs on this. We're not going to spend too much time inside because I want to get out and we'll test it. So we are looking at the pattern is Cyborg. It is a obvious slip joint. Fat carbon dark matter orange. I know we just went over all that. So integral bolsters and liners. I don't know why this thing keeps shifting after when I leave it there. We have, as always, 6AL 4V dark blasted titanium. The hardware, this screen just keeps moving. The hardware is polished titanium Torx. The blade is a hollow ground Crucible S90V. It is a belt satin blade finish. Closed length is 3.60 inches. The blade length is 2.69 inches. The cutting edge is 2.40 inches. Scale to scale is 0.44, where the blade stock itself, like always, is 3 millimeters. It only weighs 2 ounces, and it has a Rockwell of 6061, and the artwork, of course, is Sean Tiffany. So I want to get into, well, first I'll just hold it like this. This little angular piece right here, I can rest my pinky on and have control and put the rest of my fingers right on there with my thumb up here in this grip. If I go to a full grip where I put my thumb on top of the blade, that's where that comes in. It's all action. It's being held there. I can get my pinky on top of the grip. You see there? So even with ginormous hands, you can grip what's called a mini and still be a-okay. Fit and finish, as usual, is immaculate. It's seamless here. A couple of things. You're going to notice the rounded edges. It's like a 1 millimeter rounding on all the edges to keep it from creating either hot spots from hard cutting use or just uncomfortable edging on the hands. Really freaking nice. He did so many angulared pieces in this blade, or in this grip, I should say, to make it really, really work. This is you'll see a lot of slip joints that are just classic designs, and he just does them better. Best slip joints in the world. But this one is not that. This one is his own design. This is a pure Ben Belkin masterpiece right here. You'll notice this V, and it looks like it goes from here to here as a solid line. But if you look close, see right there, there's a little dip. It's actually a separate piece where it lifts in another angle right here, but it doesn't here, leaving the rear really fat. And what that does is it gives you that positive traction on that grip when you're holding the knife. That's genius. That's actually really, really smart. And to add this and then chamfer it here and here, I mean, come on, man. It's really thought out. This is a really, really thought out knife design. The scales aren't flat. They're not slab. They're rounded, again, creating more positive traction on the grab. It's just really, really well done. You'll notice the swedging coming all the way up past the top of the clip. Looks amazing. The nail nick is there, even though you don't need it. You'll have, instead of a flat-ended bolster on both sides, you have angular bolsters, angled here as well, so you can actually use your thumb on top for comfort. It's really, really nice, man. This thing is so super well done. Let's see here. And like always, it is, ooh, I just breathed on it. It is Ben Belkin razor freaking sharp. I know you could probably say, I don't know if you can see it, but it's in there. It's in there like ragu. It's in there. Razor sharp. So it's just one of those as always type things. Now remember, it's a hollow grind. This thing is made for one thing and one thing only, and that is cutting. This is not a throwing knife. This is not your batoning knife. You might do a little kindling. But this thing is an absolute cutter. It's your EDC. It's your pull out of your pocket to do whatever you need to do, like, you know, cut a Jack Wolf Knives box. Pure, simple, smooth, awesome edge work. But let's stop talking about it and let's go use it. Come on. I know. On our way outside, I totally forgot. So, you have the POG. Super cool, right? As usual, you have the stickers. As usual, you have the polishing rag, as usual, and the other sticker. And as usual, you have the very nice Jack Wolf Knives leather sleeve. So that's what comes in the package. Just 100% awesome. Let's take it outside. All right, we are starting to get some crazy cloud coverage. I wanted to get out here before that happens. Or get some sun in there. And I'm hoping it's bright enough. Let me release my glasses real quick. See if I can see what you're seeing. This thing is super nice, man. That thing is super nice. The orange is jumping through. It is jumping through. This is some really quality stuff. I mean, these pieces, these two that I got here, are really, really nice. That's really, really nice. All right, let's go cut. All right, let's do a couple of 4-foot gravity drops. It's kind of hard because it is really windy right now. And it is really windy. It's blowing the knife over. It's kind of hard to tell, but I can feel it here. Let's do that again. Look at that. Couple of, I don't want to go too crazy on the downwards, but I just want to show you that bite. That bite, that the tip is really thin. Really, really, not like, oh no, if I do that, I'm going to break it then, because obviously it didn't break. But it's thin enough to where if I hit it sideways and it went over at an angle, there's a good chance I could snap the tip. I mean, I don't know, but I don't want to try. I don't want to try to break it. That's just what jerks do. All right, so let's try a straight up push cut on this thing. Look at that. Look at that. Wah, 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 wah. Flows like water. There we go. There we go. This is, per usual, just an absolute cutter. I mean, I haven't had a Jack Wolf knives blade come to me yet. I'm trying to hold on to these. I had nothing to hold on to. Where they just didn't come out of the box ready to cut. And I'm talking serious cutting too. Serious cutting. This stuff is phenomenal. So let's try to get this leather shaved real quick. Oh, that's so nice. Look how thin that is. This, I mean, you got projects to do. Like, look at this, look at this. Let's say you're like a handy person and you're looking to, I don't know, do costumes or just some kind of goofy project you've seen on Instagram and you're like, ooh, I want to try that. And you need a razor. This is a better option. This will fit right in your pocket. You put it in its little holster and bada boom, bada bing. Anytime you need it, it's ready to go. Look at this. I am not even at a good angle and I am just finding a way to cut with this thing. So nice. This is just all frayed right here. You can see, oh, I just had it on the blade, but you can see it's just all fray. So let's see. Man, it's just shaving. This thing is so sharp. Between the leather and the rubber is this stuff, and it's so light and it just wants to fold. But a sharp knife cuts. And that's what this is. This is a damn sharp knife. This is a damn sharp knife. Let's see. Every Jack Wolf Knives blade just comes sharp out of the box, ready to go. You don't have to hone them. You don't have to do anything. It's just, it's the sharpness you need right away for your EDC. You know what I mean? Like some knives you can get brand spanking new, and right when you get them in, you're like, okay, now let me create my edge the way I need it to be. You don't need to do that with this. It's just a really, really nice edge. It's going to come that way. It's going to stay that way. S90V steel, strong, holds that edge really, really well. I know it doesn't look like I'm doing much, but check how many I just did. Look at that. I know it looked like probably on the camera, I was like, oh, he's just making one piece over and over again. No. Let's see. Let's see if we can do some draws here. Look at that. Ooh. And it's, look how tight that curl is right there. That is edge geometry at, oh my gosh, at its finest. Those are so nice. It's hard because I really want them to stay there. Oh, but they're so fine. They're coming off. They're so fine. This makes fire making easy. Oh my gosh. These little tiny curls. They're made simply because it's simply ready to make them. It's just a great freaking knife. Not a good knife, it's a great knife. And that's one very, very unique quality about his knives is every single one, they're consistent. They're all ready to go. It's not like, oh yeah, this was good, but then I had this other model and it wasn't as good. No. Every model is consistent, just consistent, ready to go. Let's see, I got this thing. I'm gonna try and just cut away. Oh, look at that. Cut away a branch. Want to use some pine so we can get it nice and sticky and icky. Let's see here. Let's see here. Just flawless. Flawless. Oh, that's such a rewarding thing. It's so nice when you just take the knife and you just lightly touch it against the stick and that happens. And it's so light. It's like you're barely doing anything and it's just working. Golly. Icky, sticky, gooey, nasty. Let's see. Let's see. With all that sap, and I'm not going to take any of the sap off the blade. Look at that. Look at that. I will show you. Woo! Let's see. Can you see all the hairs inside of there? They're all stuck to the sap. Look at that. That's all hair right there. That is all hair inside the sap. Whew. That's sharp, man. That is sharp. Now I'm not talking like, oh, you look nice in your jacket. I'm talking sharp. Oh, this is not a chopper, but I'll tell you what, it confused the hell out of that stick because it thought it was. Let's try it. Let's try to hold it and do it. Oh, that is super, super nice. And the only reason that's possible to get a chop out of something this small is because of the shape of the grip. It's because of these angles and the way he fattened this point to this point. The only reason you can do any of that is because of this angulation right here and how he designed it. That is design work. A lot of people think, oh, it doesn't have to have a good design. It just has to have an edge. To work certain things, to do certain magics, it has to have a certain design. This knife is all freaking about it. All about it. All aboard. All right, so let's come over here. Put this log up. Let's try and get some kindling done. Let's try and get some kindling done. When I say try, I mean, let's just do it. Let's just do it. All right. So if you got your slip joint in your pocket and you're out in the woods and you need to light a fire, or you're at your campsite, or even at your little potbelly stove at your house, you need to make some fine kindling to get that fire going. Ooh, that's a little still rough. That lets you know it's good wood. It's good wood. If I can't just tap through it right away, it's still a little thick. This one might be good. This one, here we go. Now let's just try and push. Oh yeah, I like it. I like it. Okay, this one might be thin enough now. Maybe not. Oh, it's just snapping. Let's try it from there. It was maybe too long. Maybe too long. There we go. All right, let's try it again. You know what that is? That's dinner on me. All right, so I'm telling you guys, the craftsmanship A, but the design B. I mean, you can have the greatest craftsmanship in the world, but if the design sucks, I don't care who you are or what you think. If the design sucks, the design's going to suck. Craftsmanship and design have to go together hand in hand. Without it, you got nothing. You got nothing, punk. All right, so I'm telling you, man, this thing is just sweet. I wonder, this is a nice big fat piece. I wonder if we can at least put a dent in it. I can't even tell if I'm in the shot. I can't see anything. It's just a glare. All right, let's see here. Oh! I did not expect that. That's a nice fat piece. Jack Wolf knives. So, once again, and as always, this dude just straight up comes through. Ben Belkin is not just the owner of a company who makes the best slip joints in the world, but he is a master knife designer. You understand? This guy knows what the hell he's talking about. If he says, look, I designed this one, this is a completely original, one-off, it's an all-me type design, believe him that it's going to be right, because this is that and this is right. This is just a great knife. I mean, fantastic knife. Normally I come up here and I put this down in the hot tub and finish talking to you, but put it down there because I'm getting rid of it. So now I have nowhere to put you guys. But honestly, this thing is amazing. This is amazing. This is a nice freaking knife, and it's a mini. I wouldn't have thought I was gonna like this a mini as much as I do with this, but I really do with this. This is sweet. All right, so remember Friday the 17th, 2 p.m. they drop. Follow the link. You'll get to the people who sell these things and get them before they sell out, because they will. I am Donnie B all day. Until next knife.